Today we will be looking at the Cognitive Robotics final project that looks at an exploration algorithm for Cozmo. To begin with, Cozmo does a screen of his area by doing a 360 spin to try and gather as much information from the current location as possible. It's a bit too far away from the cubes to see them from this location, so it ventures off to the right to try and get a better look at any objects on the its area. At every location, it does another 360 spin in order to get as much information from the location that it is located in as possible. At the completion of this 360 spin, it is now able to see the cubes and comes closer to them in order to try and get a better look. From this angle, it can clearly see the cubes as well as the doorway and does another 360 spin to make sure it is not missing any other objects in this area. Cozmo's algorithm is going to be particularly interested in that doorway over there, so the next decision Cozmo makes is to go next to the doorway. Cozmo decides to poke his head inside the doorway and do another 360 spin of the area to try and get more information. From this angle, Cozmo is able to see inside the entire room, and is able to find there are no objects inside this room. Upon this decision, Cozmo decides that it is better to back away and to get a better look from at both the door and the cubes to see if there might be any other objects nearby. Having already looked at the right area, it looks at the left this time to try and see if there is other objects in this area. Doing another 360 spin, it finds no other new objects and decides to take a better look at that doorway that it had just examined the inside of. This time, it decides to examine the outside of the doorway on the left side where it has not had visibility before. Approaching the left side of the doorway, it tries to work around the perceived obstacles to come close to the left side of the doorway. Doing another 360 sweep, it again finds no other objects nearby. At this time, Cozmo decides that it might be better to take a better look at the cubes that it had noticed earlier. It will maneuver its way around the obstacles in its path to get a close-up look of the cubes to make sure it is noticing all of the details about them now. Having approached the cubes closely at this point, Cozmo can see all three cubes individually and does not notice any new objects at this point. Having only seen these two clusters of objects, Cozmo must now decide where to go in an unexplored landscape. Having already looked at the right side with a bit more clean slate, Cozmo decides to veer off backwards and to the left. Over here it sees again no new objects, having completely circled the cubes that it had seen earlier, and now it decides to veer off into the horizon in order to try and search for new objects. Since it's closer to the left side, it decides the left horizon would be more efficient for it to travel to. Therefore, it goes off towards that left horizon to try and search for new objects.